I'm streaming right now, by the way. I'm not sure how to explain it other than that. It's... well, okay, so, on the way to the woodpecker, um... or wait, have you fought the woodpecker yet?
No. I think I see one though.
There's one... I think there's one on every island, so probably. It's right... It's on the path between the woodpecker and the dragon. I don't know if you fought the dragon yet, but...
Wait, I died. What? Well, I found the... Oh, I have to parry all of them. Okay, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Oh gosh. Darn it. That was close. No! Hey, it's Gamehead Face. Welcome. I did not beat Cuphead yet. But I have a good feeling. I was playing off camera, and I have a good feeling about this fight for some reason, so... I decided to stream it. This is not close to beating the game, but... Well, I don't know, actually.
Alright, I just got my first super.
Nice. Don't get excited, by the way. I only know... I only know of 2 of the 3 supers, and only one of them is offensive. And I was a little disappointed by that. Although I guess you can't really do much to change it up.
This one makes you invincible, apparently.
Oh yeah, there you go then. Yeah. That's actually what I was talking about. So, never mind. I guess you're not going to have any false hopes or dreams to crush. No! I think I was so close to beating it. Why does the bird have a ray gun? That's a good question. Okay, that's bad omen. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. I like the, what is it called? I think it's, no, it's not Flight of the Bumblebee. Or is it? I don't know. There's a part of this song that sounds like, I think, Flight of the Bumblebee. What an ugly baby. Ah! That wasn't close that time. God, that was stupid. Oh, gosh. That was bad. God damn.
Ah.
I wish the bosses had health bars. Um... I... One of the reviews I watched for the game, the person reviewing it said they actually love the lack of a health bar because it heightens the adrenaline. Like, you know, like it's in phases. Like, that's kind of the health bar. You know that when you reach a certain part, it's going to change a phase, and that's kind of like its health bar. And it heightens the adrenaline when you don't know for sure how many hits you're going to have to get on him until that next phase. But I don't know. I feel like that adrenaline can occur with. I feel like that can occur when it has a health bar as well. I know in Kingdom Hearts they have like 10 health bars, and I know that when you reach near the bottom of one, you do kind of get an adrenaline rush of sorts. In my humblest opinion. This guy's stupid. No! Oh my god. Come on, come on. Oh my god. Without them, everything feels like it takes forever to kill. I I would I would be sympathetic to that if there weren't different phases. Like if it were just the same boss, same patterns the whole time, then yeah, I could see that being an issue. But I honestly think the phases break it up and help make it feel varied enough. It doesn't feel as tedious. And also, if you're looking for help on the game, it's a lot easier to say like, oh, I died on phase 3 of the boss, instead of like, oh, I died on health bar 6.5. I think that's a part of it. Oh, another thing the guy that was reviewing it said that he liked about it is that at the end of if you die, the screen, the game over screen has like a little progress bar that your character runs on, and the person reviewing it said that made him feel like the game had much more of a one more try feel than if it didn't have that. Something like that. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Chris?
The health bars?
Yeah, like, do you think they are, like, do you think they add to the game?
Take it or leave it. I don't really care, honestly.
I see.
Like you said, phases are essentially health bars, and you have a really good idea of where you're at in terms of the, quote unquote health bar by that. But if it had a health bar, I mean, that'd be nice too. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Would I prefer health bars? I don't know. Doesn't really matter to me.
I guess it might be nice to have the option, because one thing that's an argument against health bars from a different reviewer this time is they think that having a health bar on the screen would compromise the artistic integrity of the game, but I feel like you already have an HP number and the cards at the bottom. I feel like they could make the health bar, they could implement it well enough that it
Yeah, I
would
mean, a
not.
health bar could just fit the art style. It's not,
Yeah, exactly.
like, out of the question.
Yeah. Like they could even, here's a crazy idea. How about have the same HP thing that you have on the bottom left of the screen, but this time on the top right of the screen? And that would be the boss's health. Or something. Oh, and welcome, Hans. Hello. I'm not sure what you mean by you're not 17, you swear. Oh. I see. Because the stream is 18 and up, I believe. Apparently the ESRB ruled that loot crates are not gambling. I found that to be an interesting ruling.
Well, it makes sense. Like they said, you're guaranteed to get stuff, so it's not gambling. I mean, I don't agree with it exactly, but...
Man, that was stupid. No, that's not Flight of the Bumblebee. That's I think William Tell Overture? I'm not sure. I'll be honest, it really sticks out like a sore thumb in this song. Let's see, a health bar could totally work with the art style. Maybe even give the health bar eyes that express happiness or panic as it gets lower. I actually like that idea a lot. Although that doesn't... I mean, that's kind of the same thing as the phases. I mean... It's kind of maybe a more explicit indicator of the different phases. It's not gambling because you know you will never get anything worth more than $5. That's... You know what? That's true. I don't know if you're serious, but I agree with that. To a point, yeah. What is gambling is the, like, CSGO Lotto. I mean, it has Lotto in the name. That's gambling. Then again, some people say that certain people have won the genetic lottery. So... And that's not gambling. That's just luck. I don't know. I think it really, again, as with all things, it comes down to what is the definition of gambling that they are looking at. Like, what is their definition? Oh, in the lottery, you might think you're the one... Sorry, I'm... in the lottery, you might think you're the one out of a billion who gets it all. Yeah. Oh, God bless America. Oh, that was close. This boss, for some reason, is not getting on my nerves nearly as much as the dragon. I don't know. Speaking of boss battles that need to die, I have to say my one complaint with Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and Donkey Kong Country Returns is absolutely the boss battles. They are tedious as hell. Especially the final boss battle. He has like 5 phases. And all of the boss battles boil down to hit them 3 times. Per phase. That's per phase. In the original games, like Country 1 and 2, you'd have to hit them like 3 times total, maybe 4. But no, you have to do it like, I think each, I don't know. I think you have to do it like, on the final boss, I think it's like 12. You have to hit him 12 times. And that's not good. It's not like Sonic where you can just bounce on his head over and over. It's like you have one chance per 30-second loop. To hit him once. It's really annoying. But that's the only thing about those games that I don't love. Everything else is amazing. They're amazing. Amazing new age versions of Donkey Kong Country. Or additions to the Country Saga. That's a really good question. Why does this bird have a ray gun? That is ridiculous. These new Pokemon games can't come soon enough. I have actually kind of...
disagree.
I have fallen out of love with Pokemon a little bit. Which is too bad. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! The only DK I ever played was the original arcade version on my NES.
Not really an original arcade version of this on the NES, is it? That'd be the NES version.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of... I don't want to be pedantic, but yes, the port of the arcade game, yeah. Or it's not even a direct port. It's... A lot of people look down on that game as very inferior because of its lack of cutscenes for the time, which means no story, no end game, and it lacked the gameplay loop of going to level 1, then level 4, then level 1, 2, 4. It was weird. I don't know. I love it. I love that game. I think that's not it's not a bad Donkey Kong to play. If you had only played Donkey Kong 3, I'd be frustrated, but you're good. You're good. Why did you fall out of love with Pokemon? I'm not sure. I don't want to say I grew out of it, because that's not true. I think I just lost interest a little bit.
Yeah, you can only play so many of those games.
Yeah. I mean, they do not change at all, pretty much. No story, it's not Donkey Kong's fault. Players these days don't want to use their imagination. It's not that, though. It's that the arcade version has, like, a beginning cutscene and then cutscenes throughout. Like, they're very simple cutscenes, but the NES one did not have that. Obviously. Well, not obviously, but... Yeah. And what I mean is, like, the very beginning has the, like, the height that you're at. So it's like 25M, and then you have Donkey Kong jumping, killing the construction site, all that. I forget if the NES version has the jumping down the site. I'm sure it does, but... Oh, I didn't even read what that story thing said. I'm sure it doesn't matter. Speaking of stories, Pokemon mechanically doesn't change very much. Even Mega Evolution and Z moves are optional. Yeah, exactly. Okay, what I'm sad about is that these little ducks, I think, are still sad. And that makes me sad. Let's see, they were hanging their heads. Why are they sad? Well, if we can't find their fourth member, they'll never sound right again. Okay. Hopefully we'll find him, because those guys make me really sad. They're depressing. Pokemon Gold will always be my favorite. From Gold and Silver, I much preferred Crystal. Just because it's my understanding it had everything from Gold and Silver.